What's up, everybody? It's your boy Corey here, and today I'm coming at you with a Persona 5 video. This one I have a feeling is going to be one of my favorites because it talks about, one of my favorite Persona 5 characters, Ryuji, and why I like him so much. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Now, my number one reason for basically liking Ryuji is probably everyone's number one reason for hating him. And Ryuji, at some point in the story, he basically, it was earlier on in the story, like he had like this whole idea where he wanted to use, like, the Phantom Thieves fame to get famous and get, like, respect for him going on. He wanted to gain respect, love, and probably like a shit ton of ass from like girls and whatever, right? And I kind of like that mentality he had because like it was him representing what probably a normal high schooler would basically want to do if they had the power like the Phantom Thieves. Because and think about this, right? Think about this in this perspective. Imagine you basically live in the same shitty world like Ryuji, where you're basically looked down at by like your peers or people you thought were your friends for trying to stop somebody as evil as like Kamoshida, right? Absolutely no one wants to associate with you because they think you're a delinquent who's nothing but trouble. Now imagine this, one day you get the ability to you get a persona, you basically get the ability to reform this said asshole for the greater good, and everyone starts to praise you. They start to praise that person who did the reforming, even though they don't know it's you. Right? That would suck. Now, here's where, like, I can understand Ryuji for wanting to use his hero status to get him famous, because now that he finally had something going for him, he had the ability to like become cool again. He had the ability to change people for the better. He had something that would get him the respect he deserved, the respect he was looking for. Even after being looked down upon by many, he finally had something that would get many to look at him and go, hey, Ryuji wasn't really a bad guy all along. Maybe, like, we were wrong about him. He's actually a pretty cool guy if he's going around reforming people for the greater good like that. He's changing people's hearts and making them less scumbags. You know what I mean? And yeah, I've seen the arguments like, oh, what Ryuji's doing is selfish and it's only benefiting himself or his team as a whole. But honestly, that's what I kind of like about Ryuji's character. That's what I think actually makes him such like a real character, because you're right, like those arguments are right. He isn't thinking about like the consequences of like of him trying to get famous off of the Phantom Thieves, and that's what makes him a real character. Imagine you woke up one morning with Superman's powers, like you have these incredible powers that you can use to save people and deliver your own justice. Would you go to school the next day to like show off your powers to like your friends and everybody because you know that you could use it to get like respect or recognition? Probably, yeah, you would. Again, like Ryuji he's a high schooler. He's not an adult. He's still a minor. He's in that high schooler mentality where like you don't really think about like the consequences of your actions when you have the ability to do what he can basically do. This video was long, but yeah, there you have it. I do like Ryuji's character. I do believe he is, one of the best boys of Persona. Because like I think his bluntness is justified. I think he represents those people within his same age group that would actually do this for their own reasons. Like there are people that if they did have the same power that he had, and if they could do the same things that he could do, would actually want to use like that status to elevate like their fame or whatever, or to use it to benefit them socially, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'll leave that up for you guys to debate. If you like this video, tell me what you really think about it. Leave your opinions. I'm open to criticism. If you think it sucked, tell me it sucked, and I'll work on my future videos. I'll work on what I can do next time. And with that being said, we'll talk to you guys later. Peace. I might make like another video on these confidants, you know, like I actually enjoy doing this. I don't use like a script or anything. I just talk from my heart. So later, again, leave like your opinions, leave your judgments, leave your criticism. I can take them and I'll use them to, you know, make better content in the future. Later.